Okay, multiple things I want to talk about in today's video. There is sort of an FAQ that I want to do for some of the most commonly asked questions so that while I'm live, because I'm live every day at twitch.tv/DarthMicrotransaction, this is the page. You can find the link down below. I'll actually be live as of the posting of this video. So that when I get asked these questions, I can have a command or I can just copy pasta in this video to answer the questions for me. Also, there is a game coming out in November. I'm super stoked for. We just got the release date. You probably thinking I'm talking about Path of Exile 2 since they just announced a November 15th release date for early access. I am actually not. But before we do that, let's do the FAQ and get that out of the way. So probably the most common question that I get, I'm just going to hit right off the top, which is, DM, do you still like making Diablo 4 content? And I've done pretty much everything from fly there in person to check out the expansions to watching all of their live reveals. There will be another one on August 29th. That is Thursday that we're going to be watching as well. So spend a lot of time watching Diablo 4 content, learning Diablo 4 content, making Diablo 4 content, and traveling for Diablo 4 content. It's been a year straight of this, so do I still legitimately like doing this? Now, I think where the crux of the question actually ends up coming from is, how can I basically play a game like Diablo 4 for a year straight? But if you know this, I don't actually do that. I play Diablo 4 on the season launch, I check it out, I have fun with it, till I get bored and I play something else. We played Grim Dawn recently, and Grim Dawn was, I'm just going to say it here before I put my review. It's fucking awesome, by the way. Grim Dawn is really good. I'm not going to say that it's the best ARPG because it's not, but I'm going to say that the environment is fantastic. The voice acting and all that is like surprisingly decent, and a lot of it is voice acted. It has a fairly good story, and the world is absolutely massive. And the way you can actually rotate the camera. Anyway, it's not a Grim Dawn video. I got the hiccups all of a sudden. It's not a Grim Dawn video. The point of it is, when I get bored, I play something else. So it's really easy to not absolutely hate a game like, oh, I hate it, when you just play something else when you're done with it. There is this weird thing that happens where you post a video, and then all of these people who hate Diablo 4 like it's their job will come out and just start just flaming the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, my dudes. I have flamed the game when the game was worth flaming, and then when it's fun, I go out and say, hey, it's kind of fun right now. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. But there's like this like personal vendetta against the game by a lot of people. Like, for some reason, we've got to continue to hate it. It's like, just, if you're bored of it, just play something. Like, it's really not that big of a deal, my dudes. If you don't think the expansion's worth giving money, then don't give them money. Like, it's not, I still kind of don't get it, which may, like, you can go back and look at the videos. I mean, like, the amount of comments you get where it's like, this game is so trash, Blizzard sucks. It's like, okay, well, if you feel that way, then don't play it. Then play something else. That's what I do. If I get bored, I play something else, and I have been multiple times. It doesn't mean that the money I spent on buying Diablo back in the day, I'm just going to completely forget about. Like, when the game is good, I'm going to log in and play it until I get bored. I mean, I get like a week of enjoyment, sometimes 2 weeks of enjoyment or something for most seasons. And the only season so far that I played and was like, God, this pisses me off, was season 3. So I just straight up didn't play season 3. Season 5 is really fun, but like, for me, I'm waiting on the expansion, so I'm kind of big chilling until then. It's really that simple. So it's much easier to play a game for a long time when you just play it when it's fun, and you stop playing it when you get bored. I've even done this with games like RuneScape that I've played forever, and that actually drags us into the conversation of, there is a new game coming out November 5th. Okay, so 10 days before Path of Exile 2 launch. This is a game called Brighter Shores. This is a new MMORPG that is releasing on November 5th, made by the original creator of RuneScape. So if you know anything about me, you're going to know I'm a giant RuneScape fan. So I obviously want to try his new MMORPG project that they've been working on for years and years now. This is November 5th. It's 10 days before Path of Exile 2. So this is going to be a perfect filler for me to play while I'm waiting on Path of Exile 2 after I've been trying out the expansion of Diablo 4 for a month. I'm super curious about the expansion as well for Diablo 4. I know that they're retuning the progression system, which is, they've now retuned basically itemization from the original items. They've retuned the uniques. They're adding mercenaries. They're going to be redoing the progression and like leveling system. At this point, they've kind of redone almost the entire game. So hopefully this video answered the comments I get, like this one. Play the same game over and over and over again. This is fun. Don't you get bored? The funny part about this comment is actually left on a video reviewing and talking about Path of Exile 2 after I got to play it. Diablo never came up in the conversation on that video. What's even more interesting is the same person left another comment on a different Path of Exile video. Here's the rub. It's just another Diablo, a hoax smash to obtain trash, chasing after Kip of finding garbage. It's almost like a Chat GPT bot is going around leaving some kind of like anti-Diablo comment on videos that have nothing to do with Diablo. I'd be lying if I didn't say that these comments don't give me a little bit of a giggle. I envision some guy on the other end like, I've been a loyal Diablo player since Diablo 1, then Diablo 2, even Diablo 3 and Reaper of Souls. I consistently played the game, but when Diablo 4 came out, my time was that. And it's like, all right, cool. I hear you. The game ain't for you right now. Try a different game. Or how about on the videos that you're commenting about Diablo 4 being bad? How about you try playing the game on the video you're commenting? Just play the other ARPG that, in your opinion, is the superior one. Like, play that one. Stop worrying about the other one, and if it ever becomes good, then log in and check it out. When No Man's Sky basically scammed me back in the day by saying it's a multiplayer game and tweeting out afterwards, I didn't continue to play No Man's Sky until years later when the game was actually good. Just do that. Just play until you're bored, then play something fun. I kind of don't get it. And these types of comments seem like insistent on the idea that the game is actually complete dog shit and is incapable of becoming fun. Like, how many videos do I have to do which talk about the issues the game had for like a year here, being like, here's the issues, and then come out video like, oh, it's kind of fun this season. But it's like, no, it can only ever be one or the other. It has to be absolute dog shit 100% of the time, cannot be saved, Blizzard's going to zero. Or it has to be like, no, there's no issues at all. Like, this game is fantastic. It's, no, boys, the game's fun sometimes, so you play it in the sometimes. Like, that's all this, I don't know. It's gotten so far to the point where I read these comments and I just kind of crack up. But anyway, that's how I stay sane with the game and have fun with it, because I just play it when it's fun. And when it's not fun, I don't play it. And guess what? It's kind of fun in this day and age. Season 4 is pretty good. Season 5 is pretty good. I'm looking forward to the expansion. I hope the expansion's pretty good, so that I can get at least a few weeks out of it. October and November, and then I'll try PoE 2 when November comes out, and I bet that's going to be pretty good. But if PoE 2 ain't good, I ain't going to play that either. So anyway, that's the answer to that.